So at MiQ, we are not a DSP or SSP. In fact, we sit on top of our DSP partners, and we're DSP agnostic. What that means is the DSP that we choose to execute inside of is decided based on the end customer or client's objectives. What we really do and the value that we bring to our partners is through data analytics and insights. So something that most people know is that about 300 of our staff globally at MiQ are data scientists, analysts, and engineers. What we do is help unlock some of the insights and analytics inside of a business, connect disparate data coming into those businesses, and then utilize them to execute programmatic media campaigns.
So tell us about working with SMI and how that fits into the data set.
Yeah. So the reason that we chose to work with SMI is because as a business historically, we've spoken to our partners about advancements that we need to make or what changes are coming inside of the industry. We've made some assumptions as well. The reason that we decided to partner with SMI was to have some actual tangible data and insights to begin to make some of those informed decisions. So if you think about the move towards advanced television that we made in the Canadian market, we did that as a result of the pandemic and understanding that more people would be inside streaming television. What we can now do with the SMI partnership is make better informed decisions about future product ambitions or media executions that we need to look further into.
Jason, tell us how important it is to have accurate and timely real spend data to provide solutions to your clients. What's the value there and how do you use it?
Yeah. The value and need for us to have real-time spend data into our business is that it allows us to be extraordinarily agile with regards to the products that we're going to invest in, some of the data partnerships that we're going to look to, and the products and technologies that potentially we can look to partner with in the future. Having real-time access to that allows us to be where our partners are. Versus months passing and then only understanding that there's a massive need inside of a specific channel. If you think about digital out of home or something along those lines.
How does MiQ work across international markets, and how will SMI data be leveraged?
Sure. So the way MiQ acts globally is every country acts independent, because what we have found that the needs of a particular region differ greatly from one another. So for example, if you think about what's happening in the UK right now, it is extraordinarily different than some of the needs of the businesses and partners that we have in the Canadian landscape. The reason that we chose to partner with SMI is it was going to give our global regions and offices access to real-time data that were specific to that region. So now we can understand that some of the products or tech partners that we need to look to execute with in Australia may differ greatly than some of the decisions that we need to make in the Canadian office that I'm working inside of.
So tell us about some of the biggest challenges MiQ and your customers are facing today, opportunities and challenges perhaps.
Yeah, the biggest opportunity and challenge, because it is one and the same, I believe, currently facing the media industry is the removal of the third-party cookie. It has been the staple for which most digital executions have been done over the last decade. And from an industry perspective, it's been the holy grail. What's happening now is there's this growing concern around the use of privacy and making sure that the consumers are actually put first. And that means that we need to be a little bit more focused on the consumers and a sustainable way of executing media campaigns. The opportunity, as I mentioned now, is massive in terms of a more future-proof way of the web activating and executing. I think everyone's moving towards this goal collectively. If you look at Google, they're working with an ads data hub, or the Trade Desk with a unified identification. There are a ton of solutions. In the Canadian landscape, what we've done is we've looked to partner with offline data to help facilitate with the removal of a cookie. So in Canada, we've partnered with a company called Environics Analytics to leverage their geo-contextual segmentation tools to understand and target audiences in a very privacy compliant way.
And what's next for MiQ? What's the roadmap ahead?
So the exciting thing about MiQ and the roadmap ahead is that each region is going to act a little bit differently. This is where the partnership with SMI becomes invaluable. So what we are looking at collectively is the impact or influence of omni-channel executions. And when I say omni-channel, I mean, how do we begin to target within television or out of home or even audio, ways that historically have been considered traditional media executions. The SMI data is helping us inform how we're going to go forward and down that path.